The number one mistake I see with real estate agents in today's date is that they're messing up their Facebook meta ads instant forms so terribly. They're using the wrong copywriting and they're not even generating any appointments. If you want to generate more deals per month, use my proven system that we'll be showing you in this video. Most real estate agents are losing so many deals per month just because they're not using the right type of instant form. They're just blasting generic ads, generic forms, and hoping the prospect will contact them. You're not using instant forms the right way. In today's video, we'll show you the exact proven system we use here at Moissanite Market Agency that will generate you more deals on the monthly basis, guaranteed. What we will cover in today's video, everything you'll learn, how to make an instant form that will consistently bring you leads and appointments, the three micro qualifications that we put in the instant form to make sure we get the right type of client, the calendar booking page that can let leads book into your calendar with no stress, how to turn your thank you screen into a lead machine that sends them straight to your funnel, and the full end-to-end flow that will get you more appointments on the weekly basis. Before we jump in, if you're really struggling with getting consistent appointments on the weekly basis and you're really tired of messing up, click the link in the description. I'm personally taking the first 50 calls that we get. We'll be diving through your whole current situation and seeing if you would even be a good fit to join our program. If you're really ready to scale your business up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deals per month, book a call below. You'll talk to me personally, we'll dive into your situation and see if you would qualify for a partnership. Amazing, let's jump straight into the first slide. So today we're going over converting an inquiry to appointments. The first slide, it's really just an introduction and how we're gonna set up these instant forms. So the whole point of an instant form, we gotta get on the same terms of course, is really just, it's the step that the client takes, fills in information, and that's how we receive the information from the ad. Most important thing, that's why we're setting up the ads in the first place. So to really get an understanding is the instant form is pretty much the most important part. So that's what we got to spend the most time on as well. Just as important as the ad, we also got to go focus on the instant form. So pretty much it's fundamentals. We need information, name, number, email, and then we usually have 2 to 3 questions, but we're gonna go over that in the later slides. We'll discuss the essentials to keep it maintained, how to not get lost in the sauce, really just keep a neat calendar site so we don't have to double book and really elevate your instant form. We don't want to dive into sensitive topics in the instant form, so we want to make it simple and smooth for the client to really just put in information, done. Facebook does have automatic information where that means it does use like a previous phone number or email that they have been using in the past and automatically. So sometimes we do get a bad number, which isn't their current one because it's just instantly put in. But sometimes they do see that incorrect information and they change it. But most of the time, we do get up some old numbers that aren't in service anymore, but most of the time, quality leads. Importance of a timely engagement. As we're talking about customer engagement and really just making it smooth and simple for them, we also want to understand how most customers are on Facebook, correct? That we're targeting. They're on their phones. Now, most are on their computers. Most of them are just scrolling on their day-to-day basis on their phone, just randomly on Facebook. So we actually want to make it tailored towards both PC and mobile, but we actually want to make it super simple for mobile even more. So how we can do that, we're going to show you the system where we actually need to build some trust. So we can't just pump out an instant form and hope they're going to do it. We actually need to build some trust with either providing some value. So what I like to do is always add like a lead magnet, maybe like a first time buyer's guide, first time seller's guide. All these things we like to add at the end just to provide some value and build some trust, because at the end of the day, yes, we're on Facebook, we're providing an ad where we pass the terms and services, as we mentioned in the last video, up to date with everything of that. But they have no means to send any information to us if they're not receiving anything. So like what I like to do is provide value, call instantly, like we said. Most important thing, these leads get cold so fast. So you need to call within minutes, call them, done, wrap it up. What I hate the most is giving them a call maybe once or twice and straight to voicemail, because they know they're just trying to get that value. So we do want to engage them as soon as possible while they're hot, like we mentioned in the past videos. Navigating small choices. Like we said, we want to make the lead form as simple and easy as possible. Also just easy to look at, super clean, fill out information, done. Not more than 30 seconds, guys, because anything else, client retention rate will drop. So what we're going to do here is really find in your market. So example, maybe you're working with first sell by owners or first time home buyers or sellers, buyers, whatever it is. you need to make it tailored for that market. So what that means is you need to have specific questions that will make it super easy and kind of also painful, because we do want to get them in a little bit of emotional state while they're putting in these informations that they do need to make the change, and it's not easy without you as the realtor to help them. So you want to put in some good information. Like for what I'd like to do for first-time buyers, I like to put in timeline, of course. We also want to get those information, but have you tried anyone in the past? How has those experience went? We usually do stuff on the phone calls just to get them in that little bit of emotional state. Really do. It's really crucial to really call. Also add these like kind of emotional messages with the questions. Not more than 2 to 3 though. Overview of bridge framework. As we dive into the bridge framework, it's really important to understand that each component really does matter in the instant form. So with the instant form, as we said, it does scrape their information immediately. Sometimes it's wrong. Most of the time it is right because it is up to date. Facebook likes to give the real info. We want this form to be as easy and efficient as possible. So we don't want them taking their time thinking about blah, blah, blah. We just want them pumping out answers so we can receive it and give them that call. Instant forms do want to be quick, but we also do want detailed answers from them. So try to make it as easy to answer as possible. At the same time, don't make it too hard on them. Just have micro qualifications on there. So like I said, when are they looking to buy or sell? If it's more than 6 months, then we just let them, we put them in the later pipeline, of course, nurturing them, of course. But if they're sooner, we just want to make sure so we can qualify them and put them in that certain bracket. Finally, calendar bridge. So what we do here personally with the ISA team is when we do call them, we just book them into our personal schedule with the realtor. But if you're doing it on your own, that when you won't have the time to call, or maybe you're scared you might lose some leads just because they're clicking and leaving, on the page you can add your calendar booking site. I don't recommend this too much because sometimes some people book. Most of the time it's hard to follow up with who's booked and when. It's a whole system, but once you have a good CRM, it is perfectly fine. But I like to physically call, making sure 100% are you able to make it, book a date where we're both good times, amazing, close the deal there. And then when I said you also want to provide that value at the end, so the solution to their problem, not fully, just covering so they understand that we are real people, providing good value, and as well, when we work with them in the future, they'll understand that we're the go-to agent because we provide this value and it worked for them. Streamlining user experience. As we keep on going on with instant forms, like we said, it's so vital just to get that key information. So you don't want to skip that stage with getting the name, phone number, and best email so we can actually nurture them and call them. Like we said, everything we want to be easy, smooth, efficient. With the instant forms, Facebook scrapes everything. So they put it straight with their name, email, phone number. We get that instantly. So what the main things are the 3 qualifications that we do have that they do themselves. It is possible to send them to a landing page as well. It's just more work, and they're already on Facebook. They want to stay on the app. Just quickly scrape their information, type in a little words, done, give them a phone call. So it's really easier on there. User retention rate is not high, so you gotta catch them on and hook them on as soon as possible. And as we said, provide that value at the end. Crucial, crucial, crucial. So they're actually receiving something for taking their time to put in that information for you. So now we'll look at those micro qualification overviews. So couple of questions that would be good to ask to the prospects that are filling out these forms. Of course, essential: name, number, email. Facebook scrapes that. I like to ask timeline. Have they spoke to people in the past? When are they looking? So tailored to your market, you want to use your strategies. Like I said, first time home buyers, buyers, sellers, you need to focus on that ideal client that you set out for the ad. So different ad campaigns are for different things, of course, but for that specific lead form that you're sending out, you need to make sure that it's tailored to that market. So example, like I said, with first time buyers or for sell by owners, it's really different for each advertisement we're selling, but you got to make sure those questions are actually crucial, because of course you can get the name and number, but then we're just getting everybody. We're setting a wide net for everybody. We're really trying to tailor it down to specific people so we don't have to waste our times and just get qualified appointments. And when we do give them a phone call, we have some brief information on them, so we're not just completely blank. So we can actually start a conversation, be more friendly, human to human, and really just book them into appointment. So booking made simple, as we said, fast, efficient. We want to send them to that booking page as soon as possible. Like I said, we call them as well, but we do have a booking page as well, straight to your calendar so they can see when you're available. So on the thank you screen, we'll put the value, of course, that they were waiting to receive. But then also, while we do click that, we'll send them to a whole different page that does send them to your calendar link, where they do have the opportunity to choose to book with you. Those are the hottest leads. They're putting the time and effort themselves to book an appointment with you. That means they're actually looking to buy, sell, whatever the market you're tailored to. They're looking to do that, and those are the best leads that we can get. So like we said, you want to provide that value for that specific market. So once they do receive that value, you want to give it to after we take them to the booking link. So what that would look like is lead instant form, done. Give them what they should be expecting, either a call or send them to another landing page. So we'll send them all the way to the funnel. They'll get the video, the calendar that we have on the actual funnel we have itself. Fill out those questions, done. They can book if they want. If not, they get the value below. done, close them, and we give them a call no matter what, regardless. So end-to-end flow example. So in this step, it's kind of what I just mentioned before. It's just each step more explained. Like we said, advertisement, they click on the instant form, of course, fill out the instant form. Perfect, we got information, send them to the landing page. We have the funnel, video, calendar link, value. So like we said, they're clicking on the ad to provide where we got to provide that value regardless. So it's just a little more explaining down, but like we just want to make it as simple and efficient as possible. We don't want to take, it shouldn't be more than a minute unless they do click on the video. That's a whole different thing. That's the whole VSL. We're trying to send them to a whole different path. But provide that value as soon as possible and get them in that booking link and call them as soon as possible as well. Effective strategies. So as we dive deeper in these strategies, it's critical that we have a well-defined checklist of the actual qualified questions that we do have on the instant form. Like we said, don't make this too complicated for either you and the prospect. Just have it easy to read, easy to fill out, provide the value, booking link, done. Call them. You also want to add that pixel knowing who's converting from where. Are we converting more people off the phone calls, the booking link? You want to track everything to make sure API is on track. Key performance indicators with the creatives. How many people are we getting to the actual form? Then it's going to go lower, then lower. So if we do this many ads, if we do this many, you want to keep everything because it's all numbers at the end of the day. And that's how we keep track. And that's also how we know if we're doing good or bad. So today we discussed the real basics of instant forms. As we said, we will dive deeper and actually showing you on Facebook Business Manager in the later videos. Really just introduction, just trying to give you some knowledge and really get used to the words and terms that we do use over here in digital marketing. Good booking apps that I love. So with Go High Level, the CRM I do use, it does have its own booking app, so it's easy to put on the landing pages. But if you don't have the CRM, you can use Calendly. So many different booking apps that you could use, but Calendly has been the best so far besides Go High Level that I'm using right now. Easy to use. If you pay, you can put your own branding on it. Perfect. Zapper also helps automations. Really, just Go High Level does everything. It's an all-one package that it's honestly you just pay for monthly. Easy. Use it for everything. Keep track of everything that's where it's going. Your ad spend, leads coming in. So simple. As we go into the next videos, we'll really dive into the actual meat and potatoes where we're actually showing you the creatives that you got to use, the copy, how to generate these with AI systems that are actually proven to work. If you really are struggling with digital marketing, getting leads consistently, and you're seeing other agents crush it even with Moissanite Marketing Agency, don't hesitate to book a call below. Like I said, I'll personally be taking the first 50 calls. We'll see if you would qualify for a partnership and really just boost your deal flow per month. I know how it feels to be struggling, getting no consistent leads with your business, and it's honestly terrible. And we have the magic pill, and it's really up to you if you want to make that change. If you feel like you're confident in yourself to take up to 4 to 5 deals per month, give us a message below, and we'll see if you would qualify. No further ado, we'll see you in the next video, guys.